Hello, my name is Miss Jones. I teach third grade elementary school math, and welcome to my channel, Miss Math Jones. Today we're going to be working on our third grade Eureka Module 5, Lesson 2 homework. Let's get started. The objective for the homework is to specify, that means to identify clearly, and partition, which means to divide, a whole into equal parts, and identify unit fractions. Number 1 says, circle the strips that are cut into equal parts. So let's go ahead and start with this one. Are these strips cut into equal parts? No, definitely not. That one in the middle is huge. It's nowhere near the same size as the other ones. Let's go ahead and look at the next one. Well, this strip is cut into thirds and they are 3 equal pieces. So that means that we're going to circle it. Now let's take a look at this one. This strip is cut into 6 equal parts or sixths, and each little part is about the same size, which means that it is cut into equal parts. So we are going to circle this one. And taking a look at the last one, it's cut into 2 parts, but it's not 2 equal parts. So that's a big nope. Can't circle that. We have circled the 2 strips that are cut into equal parts. Now, if you need to pause your video in order to make sure that you've circled the correct strips, go ahead and do so now. Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 did not have any written instructions, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You look at the image, and then you answer the questions about the image. So let's start here. A says there are blank equal parts in all. How many equal parts do you see? If you said 2, you're absolutely correct. Now, how much of this model is shaded? How many of the 2 parts that you see here, how many are shaded? 1 out of the 2 parts, or 1/2. 1 of the 2 parts is shaded, or 1/2. Let's go on to letter B, which is here. There are blank equal parts in all. If you said 3, you're absolutely correct. Now, of the 3 parts, how many parts are shaded? That's right. 1 out of the 3 parts, or 1/3, is shaded. 1 out of the 3 parts, or 1/3, is shaded. Let's go ahead and move on to C. How many equal parts do you see here? 5. There are 5 equal parts. Now, out of the 5 parts that you see, how many of the parts are shaded? That's right. 1 out of the 5, or 1/5, is shaded. Very good. Now, let's go on to the next one here. How many equal parts do you see? That's right. 14. There are 14 equal parts. And out of the 14 equal parts we see here, how many are shaded? Go ahead and count them. You said 7 out of the 14 parts you see here is shaded. You are absolutely correct. So because 7 out of the 14 total parts that you have here are shaded, then our fraction is 7/14. 7/14 are shaded. Now, if you need to go ahead and pause your video to make sure that you have everything written down, go ahead and do so now. take a look at number 3. Number 3 says, Dylan plans to eat 1/5 of his candy bar. Here's Dylan. He's going to eat 1/5. His 4 friends want him to share the rest equally. Show how Dylan and his friends can each get an equal share of the candy bar. Okay, so make sure you draw Dylan, his 4 friends, and the candy bar. You can make that a big rectangle. All right, so how many people do we have? Including Dylan, we have 5 people. So that means that we need to cut our candy bar into 5 pieces or fifths. So, let's see. 1, that's a piece for Dylan. 2, that's a piece for friend 1. 3, that's a piece for friend 2. 4, that's a piece for friend 3. And there's the 5th piece there. So each friend gets 1/5. So here's a model of Dylan and his 4 friends and his candy bar. And each person gets 1/5. It's 5 people. If you divide it equally, then you have 5 pieces and each person gets a 5th. So go ahead and do your best to draw a model similar to this on your paper. You may want to pause your video so that you can do that now. Now let's take a look at number 4. Number 4 says, Nasir baked a pie and cut it in fourths. That's the pie. Go ahead and draw your circle, and we're going to cut this pie into fourths. Let's make the first cut. So draw a line straight down, and now let's make the next cut. Draw a line straight across. So now this pie is cut into fourths. Okay, so I have a pie. We have it cut into fourths. Next sentence says, he then cut each piece in half. So each one of these 4 pieces, we have to cut it in half now. So let's just draw a diagonal line straight across. So 2 of the pieces have been cut in half now. And I want you to do the same thing. Then we're going to draw another line diagonally straight across the 2 pieces that we haven't cut, just like that. So now your pie should look like my pie. Your pie on your paper should be cut into the same amount of pieces as mine. Now, if you need to pause the video to do that, go ahead and do so now. Okay, now let's look at A. A says, what fraction of the original pie does each piece represent? Well, first of all, we need to know how many pieces we have. So let's count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So since we have 8 pieces, and that means that this pie is cut into eighths. Now the question asked us, what fraction of the original pie does each piece represent? Well, each piece represents eighths, of course, but each piece represents 1/8. Each piece is 1/8. All right, now let's go ahead and go on to B. B says, Nasir ate 1 piece of pie on Tuesday and 2 pieces on Wednesday. What fraction of the original pie was not eaten? So go ahead and draw this pie with 8 pieces on your paper under letter B. And if you need to pause the video right now so that you can go ahead and do so, do it now. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Now it says that Nasir ate 1 piece of pie on Tuesday. So I'm just going to label a piece Tuesday. That's a good one. And 2 pieces on Wednesday. So I'm going Wednesday in this piece and Wednesday in this piece. All right. What fraction of the original pie was not eaten? So we need to know what fraction was eaten and what fraction was not eaten. Okay, so if he ate pie on Tuesday and 2 on Wednesday, that's 3 pieces. So he ate 3 pieces. On Tuesday and Wednesday, he ate 3 out of the 8 pieces of pie, or 3/8. Now the question asked what was not eaten. So what didn't he eat? Well, there are 5 pieces out of the 8 pieces of pie left, meaning 5/8 was not eaten. So you may want to go ahead and pause your video now so that you can write this information down. Congratulations, lesson 2 homework is complete. As always, I hope that this video has helped you to complete your homework correctly, and I hope this video has helped you to understand lesson 2 just a little bit better. Thank you so much for making sure that you watch the video all the way to the end to make sure that you had the correct answers. I will definitely be seeing you next time. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.